Well, good day everyone, and welcome to our Tuesday night live from the shed. Another episode of What's Going On in the Shed. Well, I can tell you, not a lot. Well, actually, no, that's not true. There has been a fair bit going on. I just like to thank everyone for being here, and we'll do a little shout out to Peter, Cody. Oh, Cody was first one in. Peter, Emma, g'day. Who else was here? There's me, there's myself. I'll say g'day to me. There's a few others lurking in the background who haven't popped into the chat and said hello yet, but g'day everyone, and thanks for being here. Right, so another week has flown by, so to speak, and you know, where do we keep saying to ourselves, where has time gone? Well, time is an illusion, apparently, according to some people. But anyway, moving on. We moved where we have my wife now in her shed. It's not fully complete. We've still got tiling, finishing off the trims and things like that. However, it's it's painted. We've got power in there. We've got light. We've got internet. So it's a start. And with the amount of work we've got in there at the moment, or my wife has in there at the moment, we needed to get down there, and we needed to get out of the house because It was just getting too much. Excuse me. Look, thank you. And Mum is here as well. That's my mum. G'day, Mum. Watching over on Facebook. We got a couple on Facebook, and the rest of you guys all on YouTube here. So thanks everyone for being here. Thanks to Emma for coming up and having a chat this afternoon with my wife about up and coming project. We won't say too much about that, but all will be revealed in due course. That's for sure. And so that was great. Well, I was at work, and I think, Emma, you should have got Dallas to cast me up some bits while he was here. He could have done some. He's only around the corner. Time is a construct. Lunchtime doubly so. Yeah, absolutely right, Peter. Absolutely right. Spot on. Yeah, lunchtime you sit down and next thing it's gone. It's crazy. But anyway. I've been doing a bit of machining just before we were going live. I was setting up, doing some machining in the lathe, which I'll show. Just hang on a second. Hang on, wrong one. Oh, let's put that there. That there, and we'll go there. So as you can see, I've been doing a bit of machining. So what are we actually machining? Well, we're starting to machine the shafts for the planetary gears for the differential. Emma, come on, we were just talking about that. Peter just said that time is a construct, and how can you run out of time if it's a construct? But anyway, g'day, Bill. Bill Bagans is in the house. Thanks for joining us, Bill. Oh, hang on. Dad's here now. Dad's watching too. So family affair. The wife's probably watching upstairs as well. Yep, she hasn't jumped into the chat. So let's show you. Hang on. Let's go back. Hang on. You can see my foot. I'll go over here. And I'm going to do a bit of loud noise just in case. We'll go back. Drop this down here, slip around over here. Woohoo. So this is the shaft out of the differential for the planetary gears to go on. This is one of the planetary gears, and they run they sit about there. There's a square machined onto there, and as you can see, there's a bit of wear. There's a bit of slop. Now that's probably a bit excessive. They all need a bit of wear, a bit of clearance, but that's probably just a little bit too excessive. Just right. Time strike happened to yesterday's Tuesday. Well, today's Tuesday, Bill, unless you're in a parallel dimension. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day already. We're halfway through the week. It's crazy, but that's tomorrow. So I'll just flick over. Oops, damn it! There we go. There's a view. There's a view of the front rolls. We've had a bit of a move around in the shed here. I'd give up on this thing. Right, that's better. I got to upgrade the firmware on that camera, sort it out. So getting back to the job at hand at the moment, the material I'm using is, I may have talked about this last time, but I'll just do a reminder, is 4140, 38 mil or inch and a half, 4140. It machines really well. It's given a nice finish. Let's see. So that's the machine finished. It's nice. It's smooth. This is the rolled finished out of the mill. Yeah, Bill, pretty much. I'd expect Peter to say something like that. So new bit of steel, and we're going to turn it into a new shaft for the and we'll have to get some new brass or bronze, whatever. The interesting, not interesting, but one of the feet, once we got it out, cleaned it all up, there's a great big grind all the way down here. And that's, I would imagine, is to get lubrication down there. Now, these don't have any way, because of where they are, and Emma can attest to this, is that where they are on the differential, there is no way to get it into a position where it's going to get good lubrication. G'day, Simon. Thanks for being here, mate. So, however, my friend Gary, who owns the road locomotive, which I don't have a photo of, but I do have a video of it, which actually I'll show a video. He's modified his and made it so that he gets the engine in a particular place and he can get some grease in there or some extra lubrication in there. You know, so there's ways around it. This being a smaller engine, there could be, mind you, there is on this engine, there is a little inspection flap that you can pull aside and get in and probably lubricate these with something. Maybe some of that special grease that Emma has that she likes to fondly use and apply everywhere, or swear that she's going to give to everyone, or maybe coat some people in it. Maybe that might that might you know, lube them up. So what else has been happening? Little bit of, like I said, a little bit of a change around in the shed here, made it a bit more easier. I had a problem with the forklift. I went to start it the other day and pulled the choke out completely. So got that sorted out, got that back in. And other than that, no other real big work, because we've been working solidly getting my wife into her shed. And I've got to give a big thanks to Mark, one of the members of the club. He came around at short notice and gave us a lift with the heavy embroidery machine that we've got here. And also congratulations to him, because he's passed his boiler standard ticket. So he's a certified boiler attendant now, which is good. G'day, Stylesy. Welcome, mate. By all means, welcome. Yeah, special grease. Oh, well, just ask Emma. It's really good stuff. Apparently, it can. Yeah, maybe they used it on the Titanic or something like that. So who knows? But anyway, we might go over and do a bit of live machining on the lathe. And actually, there's a little problem that I need some help with on the lathe. So hopefully you guys can point me in the right direction. So I'll bring up the lathe and I'll just change the situation, just change the view a little bit on the lathe and explain the problem. Now, I will be away from the computer. And oh, the other half is here. No, oh, what's that? Oh, open gear lube. That's the special name for it, is it? All right. Okay, so let's just change the view here, and the peanut gallery can. Righto. Let's get that out the way for a second. Right, digital readout. Nice, clear digital readout. However, what the digital readout doesn't do anything. As you can see, I can move the carriage and nothing's turning, whether it's X or Y. Now, if anybody can help me out on that, I have in the past tried going into the settings of the digital readout, getting the right ohms and frequency or whatever it is. I've read the instructions backwards, and yeah, I just doesn't seem to want to play the game. So if anyone's got any ideas, I'd be open to it. I just don't know why. Oh, yes. I see. Well, we got it sorted out. Yes, we did have a plumbing issue on Sunday. I don't know if Emma's grease would have made it any better or worse, but anyway, we got it sorted. It was a bit stinky of an operation, but we managed to get it out, sorted out. Yeah. Whoop, other way. So back down here to what's going on. Yeah. And just bear with me, folks, while I correct this. As you can see, I've got the material supported by the tailstock. And right, Texaco Crater 2 is the correct name. And it's highly recommended to get stuck to everything, like the proverbial stuff to a wet blanket. Now, where was I? Am I going to take a final cut on this, or am I already at the size? I think I'm already at the size. So we might do a bit of thread cutting. Maybe we can do some thread cutting. Now, what other things are happening with the roller? Well, the cylinder drains are a work in progress. I'm waiting to hear that back from the gentleman who's doing those. And I tell you what, I'll bring up a photo and we'll talk about that just quickly. Right. Now, this, where is it? This here. Righto, there we go. Righto. There we are. Let's put that down there. Now, this is, let's get that out of the way. This is the cylinder drain. It's pretty well complete, except for the final machining on the outside, or the final cleanup. Now, these were cast ages ago at the Trades Guild, and we've just got enough. We've got a set for this engine here, right, this one, and a set is going down to Melbourne, where the other T3 roller is currently being restored, and that's number 16930. That's a really fantastic work in progress. Now, these will take a little bit of fettling to clean them up. Excuse me, let's grab some water. To make them look nice and shiny and pretty. Then we'll just have to do some lapping in of the valve stem to the body so that they'll seal. Other things that are happening are I'm going to tee up and get some more sandblasting done with some bits and pieces here. I haven't, the tender behind me, I haven't done any more on that. I've done a little bit more, but not much. We'll have to, right, okay, thanks, darling, she's off. G'day, Rolfus, thanks for being here, mate. So that's bits and pieces are going on. For those of you new in the chat, I'm restoring a steamroller, and it's built in 1926 in the UK. And let's get a photo up so everyone knows what we're looking at. Actually, that's what it looks like. There we go. You'll see it. You'll get the idea. So these are parts. I'm working on parts of the steamroller with the machinery I have here in the background. Some of the bits are, most of it's inside the shed here. Some of the bits are outside. and it's just a work in progress. And it's basically a big Meccano set or big Lego set, whatever you want to call it. It's one of those projects that has taken a long time, about 6 years so far. And I'm going to stop sharing that screen. And in fact, let's throw a good photo and I'll see if I can find it. Oh, the other thing that came through. Okay, let's, right, very important piece of equipment that came through a while back, not so long back, is this. Oops, wrong. No. Ooh. Sorry, folks. What the hell's going on? No. Don't worry about me, folks. I don't know what I'm doing. Screen, window. There we go. I do run a professional operation sometimes. So this is a spring. Now, it's not just any sort of spring. Let's zoom in here. This particular spring is part of the safety valve. The safety valve lets off excess steam when you get too much. Yeah, it's not actually that hard there, Rolfus. Like anything, it's a learning curve. You get used to it, and you learn as you go. But this is a pretty important part. Actually, I should throw the other camera on and go for a walk and show you where it actually goes. Or in fact, let's just bring this up. Just stay with me, and I'll bring it over and show you, because it's not that difficult. And I'll be with you in a second. Righto. Bit of musical interlude. Right. Righto. Right, so there's the spring there. Proper nice square spring. Instead of round, it's square. That's the way they did things back in the day. So this is the safety valve mechanism right here. Sits on top of the steam chest. These brass pieces are normally pressed all the way in. And this piece here is not broken like you see it there. All down in there was all rusted in, so I had to sit it on the milling machine and mill it all out. So new one of these need to be made out of a bit of square bar, bit of thread turning operation. Yeah, Pete, if you want to get really technical, it's a safety valve, pressure relief, whatever you like. And then, you know, and it obviously had a nice radius with a hole in it for a pin to go through to hold everything in place. Good on you, Pete. Bill, sorry. Mate, but Bill, you're doing a good job on your Millennium Falcon there, mate. The photos you posted on Emma's Discord is absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, good on you, mate. Good work. So this is all part of the safety mechanism of the boiler, so that, you know, any pressure vessel, they all have pressure relief valves on them, and this is this particular one. There's also a bar that goes across the top of this setup as well, so that all needs to be fabricated. Lucky enough that with this thing here, I've been managed to track down a lot of the drawings, which is really fantastic. And the other thing is there's other engines like this around that I can look at that have basically the same setup. And also the sister engine to this one, this is number 16930, which I've mentioned before. And young Dan Elstone in Melbourne is restoring 16933, which is the exact same steam roller as this one, just built around the same time. They would have been built, probably assembled on the factory floor back in the day, which actually I need to find a photo and show everyone. A photo of the factory to give you guys a better understanding of how big the place was. Yeah, that's going to be easier said than done. It should be more organised. Philistine. Let's see if I can find it. If I can't find it, I might have to wait till next time. Okay, so can't actually find the one I want, but I'll find something similar. It's amazing what you can find on. I was searching. Just bear with me, folks. So this is another manufacturer in the same area. And screen. Hopefully this is going to look all right on screen. It's a fairly. Where is it? Why is that not coming up? There we are. That's what I want. So this is the sort of place that my steamroller was assembled in. Now this is manufacturer. This is the engine shop of McLaren. McLaren, not the race car, was another manufacturer back in the day of steam road vehicles, whether it be steam traction engine or steam roller, and that's their erecting shop. Now, the steamroller I'm storing is made by John Fowler and Company. Evening, Nigel. Which part's that, mate? What are you going to do? Sorry, mate, I'm just not quite with you on the. Oh, you mean the bar for the safety valve? If it's the same size as this one, yeah, I'd definitely be interested. So yeah, I couldn't find it. I'm just trying to find a photo of the Fowler erecting shop or Fowler's Works to show people and give them an understanding of. I've got it on the other computer, but I just don't know where to find it. But anyway, this gives you an idea of how these things were assembled. Obviously, there was a casting shop because they did everything. Yeah, McLaren. A lot of these manufacturers were, within stone's throw of each other. And I'm getting messages all over the place. So a lot of these manufacturers helped each other out, or even though they were in competition with each other, quite often they'd help each other out with different things. As Emma has pointed out here, sent their seconds over the street to foul, as they say. Yeah, yeah. Everyone. It's one of those funny things. Manufacturers, they all take swipes at each other of who was better, which engine was better, all that sort of thing. Right, getting back to Nigel, I'm about to do one of those parts for Simon and Trevor. You want me to make an extra one? Yeah. Nigel, I will contact you after the live stream, mate, offline through Facebook or something like that, just to make sure that the part you're going to make is the part I need. I appreciate the offer. That's great, but but even if you do make an extra one, somebody'd probably grab it off you anyway. So yeah. So we're going to stop sharing now. We're going to throw over to we'll go over to the lathe, and we'll do a bit of machining on the lathe. Now I'll just take a quick break and grab a drink and. yeah, Bill, you're right about that. All right, just playing a catch up on a few messages. And we'll go over to the lathe now. And where was I up to? Righto. So I'll turn that digital readout off. There's no need to have it on, seeing it doesn't want to play the game. 6. Yeah. Got about 0.1 of a taper from there to there. That's nothing. The lathe level is pretty good. Right, so that's. We'll take another cut off that. That's 28. So they're two different sizes. I might leave it oversized, and then I'll go to right. That's 7/8. I would imagine 7/8 Whitworth. By the looks of it, it's a bit loose on there too. Sorry, I'm off camera, guys. I'm still here, but I'm just checking a few things. So 7/8 Whitworth is 22.22. So we're going to need a thread on the end of this. So we've got to go down, take 7.5 mil off. I'm working in metric, but I've got a conversion chart just up here in front of me on the lathe. I can look up. It's got imperial and metric conversion. 7/8 is, like I said before, 22.22. And I've just got to go, what was that, 30? And when in doubt, I just grab a ruler that's got imperial on it, 1.125. Righto. 1.125. So we'll get close with the lathe, and always go a little bit short. So we'll run that down to righto. So let's go 8.5 there. Don't mind me while I talk this. Right, so I'm going to run the lathe now. It may be a little bit loud. You'll see my hand in the way. You might even see my head get in the way sometimes. But here we go. Let's go into the chat. Let's try and catch up on the chat. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, Nigel, the broken spin. Yeah, mate, yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately the banging around comes through. I've got a wireless microphone, the Rode Wireless Go 2, which I use, so I can go all over the shed. But the banging bit is a bit of a problem. Any loud bangs gets picked up by the microphone, as you know. Nigel, I won't say no, mate, because it should be all the same. But I can send you a drawing if need be, or the measurements off this one. So definitely. Right, Rolfus, that's excellent, mate. Yeah, some people have just got the knack to make anything. a few of us in the chat here have got lathes and milling machines and things like that, welders and all that sort of stuff, and they do come in handy. Unfortunately, the day job doesn't let me do that, but the day job pays the bills, and this is just a hobby. So here we go, guys. It might be a bit of noise, so just stand by. So once again, this material is 4140, which is a fairly common steel. It can be heat treated and hardened. It's really good. It's machining nice. I'm running at 460 RPM with a feed rate using a tip tool. What's my feed rate? Yeah, it's not really aggressive. It's moving pretty fast there. It's probably not the correct speed. I probably could go a lot faster, but getting close to. I'll have to stop doing something soon. Maybe just keep the noise down for the neighbours. Right, I'll just get everything out the way here. I'll take a measurement, see where I am. Okay, another one. So the white stuff coming out of here is coolant. It's a soluble oil. It does two jobs. It lubricates the cutting surface with the tool, and also takes the heat away and help cool the part, because there is a lot of heat generated when you're doing this sort of thing. Oh, I just forgot to where I was. 1.5. Right, I should be very close to my measurements here. And righto, yep. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's right, Pete. It does a couple of things. There we go. Oh, my hand's in the way, but you can get the idea. I'll get in there a bit closer, actually. Righto, 22.2422. Anyway, we're around there. So anyone who's worked with threads or machine threads, you always go that little bit undersize to machine a thread, mainly because if you had size for size, that would be an interference fit, and you would not be able to get your nut on your bolt or anything like that. So there's always going to be clearance, or there has to be clearance. Now that clearance will vary depending on the application. I'll give you an idea. Okay, so this is our old shaft. This is the nut, righto. And as we screw it on, you can see how loose. Whoops. Let's get it better. You can see how loose that is, and that is a bit too much play. Now it does tighten up as we get further down. That's pretty good there, but when we recut this new thread on there, which we'll have to do another time, we won't do it tonight. I'll wrap things up soon. We'll make it a lot firmer fit, much neater fit. Oh, I'll just go back over here. Jump back in front of the computer. Dan, you're in the... Oh, g'day, Dan. Welcome. I've been blabbering on for a while here now, getting all sorts of messages and things and making things happen. Right. Another drink of water. All right, we'll switch over to me and we'll come back on. I'll show you something interesting that came up. As I was going to, as you can see on the lathe, I've got the tailstock in to support the work and the live center. Now I do have, let's get this in focus here. I do have this. This is one of the removable tips that can be exchanged on the live center. Stuff going everywhere. Right, now it comes in a kit like this, and it has all these interchangeable inserts, whether depending on the shape, it's got a taper in there. If you got something slightly, God, fingers, come on. Anyway, I'll just hold the bloody thing up. Right, you got various shapes and sizes depending on what you need to do. So that piece has gone to shit. Wherever I put it, the manufacturing of it has failed. Now, I do have a couple of live centers, and with someone with a lathe, you need this is a live center here, so it goes in the tailstock, and this part spins. So there's a thrust bearing. There'll be a normal bearing and a thrust bearing in there as well. There's various different types and so on. Well, yeah, the TARDIS could be used as an outhouse. That's possible. Right. So that little part, wherever I put it, sorry, anyone, I just put it somewhere, it's gone, has failed on me. The other, which is not here. Oh, yes, it is. The other thing, if you got a lathe, half decent lathe, that's not in there either. And, right, I don't know where it's gone then. Oh, get down there, you bugger. Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, hang on. Nope, not in there, and not in there. Right, so that's gone walkabout. That's interesting. Right, so I do have a thing called a pipe center, which is a live center, but a larger diameter, designed to go in the end of pipes if you've got a larger diameter. Unfortunately, I can't lay my hands on it. I don't know where it is. But yeah, so it's got me intrigued why I can't, why I cannot find this photo of the John Fowler Steam Ploughworks factory. I'm probably not naming it right. If anyone can find that photo, I'd really appreciate it, because I do Maybe I'll change the definition. Because things change over time. John Fowler and Company were just one of the manufacturers in the UK that built road steam vehicles. There's a number of manufacturers and they all competed with each other. But of course, as time went on, they got the internal combustion came along. And yes, Emma, I know it's on my desktop, but it's on the other desktop, not this desktop. And I wouldn't even know where to find it, to tell you the truth. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to try it. So anyway, never mind. I think, oh God, I've got to stop doing that. I think we might leave it at that for tonight. Hopefully I've entertained you guys enough and you've got enough information. I'd like to thank everyone who's been in the chat tonight and participated, and in the interactions and the connections we've made. It's all good, Dan. Don't worry, mate. I easily get sidetracked. I think that was in one of my school reports as a kid, easily led astray or something like that. Squirrel, hang on. Yeah, something like that. No, it's all good. I think I'll leave it at that. There's more coming. It's an ongoing project. I'll keep you updated each week. If you want to get a bit more in depth, now things have slowed down, so to speak, in the wife's workroom. There's still stuff to do. I'll be spending a little bit more time on the roller. Things will be happening. Things are always happening, that's for sure. Sometimes quicker than others. Like for a while there, I had a bunch of stuff sandblasted. That was great. I haven't got haven't done any further on the second shaft gear. Emma and Peter gave me some help with that quite a few weeks ago, and I haven't gone back to it. So we'll get there eventually. But anyway, can't do it too much, otherwise it wouldn't be fun. I only do this when it's fun. So thanks everyone for watching. Take it easy. Go into your shed, build something, take something apart, paint something, do whatever you want. Get something done. Post some photos online and let's see what you get up to. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks a lot. Catch us next time. See you next week. Bye. Oops, there's always a delay. Whistle time.